Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. It's a red button beneath me somewhere, and if you click on that you'll be subscribed. There's also a white bell next to that, and if you click on that you'll get an alert every time I upload new content. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would make me very happy. Today's video is this eye look, but before I do that I'm going to go through my top 10 favorite light blue aqua colored eyeshadows. Most of them are powders. One of them is a cream, and I'll start with that one. And as I'm looking at them, I usually apply them with MAC Fix Plus, which is what I did today. The colors are a little bit varied. Some are more of a true blue, some are warmer, some are cooler, so you'll see what I mean. But I wanted to kind of run through these and then do this look with MAC Aqua. So the first that I'll show you is Makeup Forever Aqua XL. And this is in M24. So it just has this kind of a top, and it comes out like this. It's definitely probably the darkest of the bunch, and it does not budge. I usually use primers and setting sprays and things that will cause a product to sit around for a long time. On mine, not a long time, but throughout the day and the evening and everything. So all of the swatches that I'm showing you are going to be dry with the exception of this one. Some of them will look a little bit more pale, but they definitely all have more impact. Also, what I generally do is I put them over something white, which I will do in this video. So this one that I just showed you is definitely the darkest of the bunch. Next is from the Balm, and it's number 36 B2. The Balm doesn't have good names for their individual shadows. So yeah, this is definitely kind of on the greener side. It's a little bit shimmery. Most of the colors that I'm looking at here are fairly matte with maybe a tiny bit of a shimmer. Definitely not metallic. Next is Sugarpill Mochi. This one's darker, really, really pretty. Not quite peacock and teal, but it's definitely darker and lovely. Next is Aqua by Anastasia, and this one has a tiny bit of a shimmer, less than the Balm one did, but just a tiny bit of a shimmer. Next is Colourpop Checkmate. This one is probably of the bunch the greenest and the least blue, which is interesting because I'm following it up with the one that is the bluest. And it's fairly mossy, but I still, when I think of putting on this kind of a color, I definitely put all of these colors together. And then I said it, the next one is definitely of the bunch the bluest. This is Inglot 367. So this is way more of like a powdery blue, but I still think about it when I think about this color. I do need to get maybe a box of Crayola crayons so I can know what the colors are, or Pantone. Pantone color for Tiffany Blue is 1837, I think. I'm not looking that up. I'll look it up later to verify. It's the year that they were founded. I'm a giant dork. So yeah, but just because it's hard sometimes to describe a color, so having Pantone or having Crayola to help you out is always useful. Next one is Inglot, and I would say Inglot 345. This one's a little bit green, but not too green. It's darker, definitely, than some of the other ones. In terms of the, like, where it is on the color spectrum, it's not swatching very great. I'm apologizing for that, but it is a really pretty color. Next is Kiko. I think this is 71. This is one of their high pigment wet and dry shadows. And this one is pretty close to the one that I'll actually end up using. This one I like a lot. All right, we're almost done with the swatches. Next is Sure Thing from Makeup Geek. And this one is a little bit greener than some of the other ones are. Not quite as green as Colourpop Checkmate color is, but still on the green side. And the last is this, and it's annoying because the color is the best color. I love it, but it's not necessarily easy to work with. So it's MAC Aqua, and I've been using this for years. I always use it with Fix Plus on a brush, and I also always use it with some kind of white underneath it, just because it's the only way that I can get it to be the color that I want it to be, which is this really pretty aqua. And the swatch is definitely not doing it justice, but yeah, this is the magic color. So if you'd like to see how I got this color using a little bit, maybe more steps than I should be using, but for love of this color, it's just what I do when I use it. Please keep watching. All right, so I already have foundation and brows and lips and face stuff on, and I do have some MAC Painterly Paint Pot on my eyes, but I'm also going to go in with this Colourpop concealer in Fair 00. It's pretty much white, and it's annoying because if this color was, you know, like the perfect color, I wouldn't have to use any kind of white underneath it to amp the color up, but it's just, yeah, it's just not, I'm still on the hunt for the perfect single aqua eyeshadow, and MAC's Aqua is the closest that I've gotten, but it's not perfect. So, it does take a little extra effort, but I think it's worth it. So then I'm just gonna blend this in on this eye, and it is transferring a little bit, but that's okay. Trying to, as much as I can, concentrate the white on my lids as opposed to kind of moving up into my crease, but it's totally fine if it's moving up a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with this really small Real Techniques detailer brush and with some MAC Fix Plus. So this is pretty much a shadow that I use most of the time damp, but I like to leave a little bit of it dry so that it's easier to work with. What I sometimes like to do is go back in over kind of the first layer that I put down and add some powder over the top just to amp the color up. So decent amount on here, and it's really just a matter of pressing it in. I'll do one layer and then I'll go back and do another. So that's one. It's a little high maintenance, but this is for me just the perfect, I don't know why. It's close to the other, not all of them, but it's close to a couple of the other ones that I showed you. But this is just, there's something about it. And I think it's because it's kind of the yellowy warmness of it. The other ones are still really cool. And this one is maybe of the bunch, like the warmest and the cleanest. Like the Kiko one and the Inglot one are close, but still not quite. All right, that is the first layer. I'm gonna go back in with the same brush, not gonna change anything, and I'm just gonna pick up more. I'm not going to moisten it again. Moisten, just adding a little bit more. And here, picking up some more color. And then I'm gonna go in with a dry, fluffy brush. This is a crown brush. And I'm gonna go into the portion of the pan that has not been dampened, just to pick up some powder, and then I'm adding a little more color and also kind of setting it. So that is the lid. I'm not gonna do anything else to my lid. Do other things to my crease, obviously. All I'm gonna do for my crease, I'm gonna go in with Colored Rain Beauty Rest Natural up there, and just a fluffy brush. If it's not dark enough, I might amp it up a little bit, but this really, the whole entire focus of this look is the lid, and I'm not really concerned about getting multi-dimensional stuff going on in my crease. I just want there to be a little definition up there. All right, and that's it for eyeshadow. I will put on liner and lashes. For liner, I'm going to use, I'm really enjoying this. This is the Smashbox Always On liquid liner. And I'm going to make sure that I cover up that little part of my lash where the concealer kind of got involved. And then I'm just gonna curl and I'm gonna put on some Lash Princess mascara. See you on the other side. All right, and this is the finished look, and I just love that little burst of aqua with red lips and a wing, and it's a little bit more work than maybe I would use for another color, but this is just the perfect color. So thank you so much for watching. A lot to do in the world, a lot to do on YouTube, and it means a lot that you spend some time with me today. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.